Hello everyone, welcome back to Munstack Web Application Development tutorial. In the previous video, we have so far created a Hello World kind of React application, and we were successfully able to run and also make some changes to app.js and see the app.changes are getting reflected automatically in here. Now let's draw a link to understand how the content of app.js is the one that is getting reflected here. Actually, the app.js acts as a starting point for our entire React application. So let's understand how this link is drawn by the React. Okay, let's go to IDE and let's go to client folder, which is our React application folder, and go inside public, and there you will see a index.html. Okay, so index.html is pretty simple. You have some metadata, a few links, and then a simple title. All right, and in the body section you can see there is only a single division with ID as root. Okay, so this is very important. We'll see this, and let's see first and confirm. So as you can see, what HTML file we have seen before is the same content that we see here. Okay, all right, so this is what we want to take notice of right now. So the root.element is the one key element that we want to discuss. So let's jump back to the IDE. Okay, so collapse the public folder, get into index.js. Okay, so index.js is a file basically handled by React, okay, which whose job is basically to find the element with ID root in your index.html, and throw the app content or the app component content inside the root. Okay, if you open this particular app, okay, then you can see this is the file that acts as the starting point of our application. Okay, so we have imported that file here, and the app.app component is being rendered in the root section. So that is how the link is drawn from index.html to app.js by React. Okay, so from here on we can just start editing the app.js file or the app component, and the content will be loaded on the application screen. Okay, the web page. So first thing what we want to do is we want to understand little bit of React conventions here. So let's get rid of this all content. Okay, so I remove the content and hit save. So you can see all the content has disappeared, which obviously means that app.js is not returning any data in here. So if I write A and save it, you can see there is A being written here. Okay, and so let's focus on the return method here right now. So app is a component which returns an HTML code. Okay, so you can write plain HTML code in here. So it is actually JSX that we are writing in here. Few of the things will be different from traditional HTML. For example, class. In HTML you would write class, but in here you will write class name. So you are actually writing a JSX code in here. Okay, not pure HTML, but it's a JSX. We will see few examples on how powerful JSX is, where you could also put in some variables which will be part of this function and maybe pass to this function and all. So we'll see that in action later, but right now we just want to understand how this works. Okay, so here you can see, so the return statement is returning HTML content, right? So if I want to return more content in here, say example h2 tag which says A, so you see the A for actually the format has changed. It has adapted to h2 type. Okay, and you can write so on, anything. You can write P and so on. So yeah, so that's how the React is going to get all the HTML content and show it. one thing we want to note here is the React application is not going to return two elements at once. Okay, so what do I mean here is, you can see the React application or the return method of this particular component returns one div which opens here and closes here, another div which opens here and closes here. So if I save this file, I'm actually seeing the error before itself, but if I, so there is a parser error. Okay, must, so use, yes, so yeah, let's read this message. JSX expression must have one parent element, that is, you cannot return two elements. So if I save this, so the application is actually failed to compile. Okay, so in that case, to fix this, I can have a wrapper div over these two, and now you can see I'm actually returning a single parent which can have multiple child. Okay, so a return should always return one parent item or HTML tag, to be precise, and inside that you can have a number of tags or in any nesting that you have. But if you're defining a new component, which like app is one component here, we will be defining more components in our application building. But right now app is a component which returns only one div. Okay, so with this in place, I think we are we have to get started on writing our next component, and I'll see you in next video. Thank you.